Yeah, we do 9 o'clock. And then
Not too super early for everybody.
no, not at all. Not too. All of us that work here, I mean, I could be, but we're not early birds. We don't. We like the idea of just getting it. We would really have a hard time if we went to a different job that actually started at like 6:30 to 7. That's okay.
That's what my husband did for most of his life, was wake up at 5 a.m. to get to work at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. I'd do it if it's what I had to do, but of course we work 9 to 6. Most people don't work until 6 o'clock in the evening either.
That's true.
You gonna go say hi to Kevin?
Got all the phones going.
Say, I'm not camera shy, that's for sure. Oh, Becky, you can take all you want. Are you enjoying your stay?
Oh, definitely.
That was a good surprise that she gave y'all.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
That's nice. Is your son excited about the camel ride?
He's very excited.
Now that's Grandma and him are coming, right?
Yes.
Now is she gonna ride?
No.
Okay,
she's
she's just gotcha.
She's just gonna
Supervise.
do the rest of the stuff. Yes.
Okay,
He's
that works.
not yet 13. So.
Oh, okay.
He's only 9. We've got a few years.
Okay, yeah.
We've got a few years. She's only 12, my daughter. So.
Oh, okay. She didn't want to ride.
Now she's fairly nervous
Okay.
in like with heights and like moving stuff. Like so the time she's like been on like a pony before, it's like a.
Oh, my kids won't. My oldest did get on a horse once,
Mhm.
but my youngest won't have anything to do with any of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
She's like, I think I could try it out. It literally says no, they will not allow nervous riders. You are
Yeah, it
absolutely
just-
a nervous rider.
Yeah, it
But-
makes the animal nervous too. They can
No,
tell.
yeah.
He's never really hung out like that.
No,
for
he's
so
like
long.
really stretched out.
I know, that's the reason I was like, this is amazing.
Like he's relaxed. This is what you see the sloth typically doing, not so tense. Are you stretching all your muscles? Is this yoga? Huh, Flash? We're gonna do some yoga.
Sounds like I got all my breakfast.
I'm sure there's a reason behind it. We'll have to look into that. If anybody's studied. The thing is, there's not a whole lot of research on sloth. By research, the typical age limit or lifespan would be 20 years. The oldest recorded was over 40 years.
Wow. Is this in the wild or in captivity?
Captivity is what I heard on the 20.
Okay.
But that was just research. It's not
Yeah.
like actual science. I don't know. We would hope to be able to add to that
Yeah.
statistic as far as long life when it comes to Flash here and Zoe.
You said she's only like 8 months old.
She's actually a year. December. Yeah, she was born in December.
Wow.
So she's almost a year. Towards the end of December, she'll be a year. We got her when she was 4 months old.
Oh my gosh, she has been so little.
Oh, she was little. She was little. She's still pretty little. I don't remember, and I'm sure he was, but I don't remember Flash being so small when we got him. But of course, he was 3 years old when we got him. He is obviously a lot heavier now than he was when we got him. But he's pretty much full grown. He'll get a little heavier from his eating and with age.
Your nose.
That doesn't look pleasant, does it?
No.
It's very painful.
They can also, like little Zoe when she was a baby, if food gets stuck, they can use their nails and we'll
Get it
pry
out.
that out. If they eat something that's too gummy or stuck to their roof of their mouth.
Does she eat the same kind of diet he does, or
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're introducing spinach, so she does like spinach. She does get sweet potato in her mix. She eats brown rice,
Okay.
cooked brown rice with sweet potato and protein dog food. With that we soften and mix it all up.
They don't really make a sloth.
No,
A
they don't
sloth
really.
kibble?
No, they don't. So as she's getting older, we'll introduce the fresh foods to her, and that way she can transition to that. But she does like her spinach when she wants. But now she can put some rice away. Flash, when he came to us, we just went straight to the fresh vegetables and stuff like that. Learning what they can have and can't have. keep them all balanced out there. And he seems to be doing well.
Living the life.
Yeah. It's a lot of work though. It takes a lot of work making sure that he's comfortable and he has what he needs.
Oh, I'm sure.
Who do you see over there, huh? Is that your buddy? Oh, he left. Your buddy's.
I don't even remember the door open.
Yeah.
Hello.
Are your kids jealous? Or your husband jealous?
I
that you
think
got to do
a
it?
little bit.
A little.
This was one of the things that was like, I really want to be able to do
That's
this,
cool.
So.
Well, we're glad you did it, and if you don't mind, leave us a Google review.
Oh,
if you don't mind.
absolutely. Absolutely. I got to see the sloth and I got to hold an armadillo.
I know.
Two
Look
of
at
my
that.
favorite animals.
I would have never in a
So,
million years thought that I'd even encounter an armadillo, really. But he's really cool. The first time I'd seen him back in March, I was like, we really need one of those.
Right?
Because it's unique.
Mhm.
Something different than most people.
Are they hard to take care of? Like, are they, husbandry's not like super.
It's not at all. As long as they have somewhere they can hide.
Mhm.
So he has a pile of shavings, and he'll create his own. He'll pile them up himself. And then we give him soaked cat food that we soak. That way it's soft. And then we give him hard too. And then every now and then we can introduce, like I accidentally dropped some banana yesterday and he nibbled on it. They like to dig in the dirt, so that's why we gave him his dirt box in
He's
there.
a 3-banded?
Yes.
The ones that are around here are 9-banded.
Yes.
Okay. Where is the 3-banded like native to?
Is that Brazil?
Correct.
Yeah, Brazil.
Hi. Hello.
All right, Flash, can you say goodbye? And we're gonna do some rotating out here, and you guys, so it's just a camel, but now, during the camel ride, we can also, any pictures or whatever can be done as well.
Okay.
But you can come down and
So
see
we can
your
hang
son.
out while they're doing it. Okay.
Yeah, you can see your son. on his camel.
No, there's not a lot of room in here. Yeah. Just stay.
Yes. We'll be back, Flash, I promise.
Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. This is Flash. He's a two-toed sloth. We are open to the public. Flash is about 5 years old. We also have baby Zoe. Baby Zoe is a 1-year-old two-toed sloth. This is not Flash's main enclosure. His main area is right here. And that's a 2-story area that goes all the way up to the camel condo. So if you've ever wanted a sloth for a roommate, you can do that here. We also have camels, kangaroos, zebras, all that good stuff. Flash usually eats vegetables, so think sweet potatoes, zucchini, squash, lots of yummy things like that. Occasionally he gets fruit. We try not to feed him too much fruit because his stomach works off a bacterial process, not enzymes or leptids, peptids, any of that. So we have to monitor the bacteria inside the stomach. And as we all know, sugar promotes bacterial growth. So if he had too much sugar, his poop would get kind of runny. Sloths only use the bathroom about once every 7 to 10 days. So they come down out of the tree and he kind of does a little potty dance. We managed to get that on video a little while ago. Hey, no, he's not considered old for sloths. Sloths in the wild can live to like 20 or 30 years old. The oldest sloth on record is in Germany. I think he's close to 50 years old. Yep, doesn't use the bathroom for at least a week. And then when they do use the restroom, they lose about 30% of their body weight. So imagine if you weighed, let's say 200 pounds, losing 60 pounds. Somebody asked, why do we have a sloth? Well, we're licensed by the USDA with the same license that a zoo gets. So that's why we have a sloth. But we also have 125 other animals, including kangaroos, llamas, alpacas, camels, zebra. We have a whole bunch of stuff here. So not just the sloth. His muscles and joints, do they hurt from holding that way? Nope, they're kind of the opposite of us. So his relaxed position is kind of clenched up. Once he kind of gets into a ball, if they were to die for some reason, like up in the treetops, they actually stay in that position until they basically get knocked out of the tree. Guys, I thought we had another encounter at 10:30, so I'm gonna check on that and see if everybody's coming or how's it going. Feel free to write a bunch of questions in there and we will try to answer. We are open to the public, so if you want to come feed Flash or hold baby Zoe, you can do that. Hey Josh, yeah, as long as there's not another encounter, we'll walk around, but I'm gonna go check and make sure that we don't have another one. I thought we had something at 10:30, so that's what I'm gonna check on. I'll be right back, guys. Hey everybody, we do have another encounter. We're just trying to make sure everybody's here. Flash here is into some sloth yoga this morning. He is posing it up. And then when he's done, he'll crawl inside his main enclosure, which is behind that door. And that's 2 stories that goes all the way up. It's really awesome. That is called the camel condo. So if you've ever wanted to have a sloth or a roommate, you can do that here.
Alright, they're gonna come in just a minute. I have 2 groups doing together.
I'm actually gonna use the restroom before we get started. Those are both on, so feel free to.
Yeah, hey Flash,
Give 'em a
are you
riddle.
ready? You're doing good. Hey guys, so this is Flash if you're just joining with us. We're doing a couple encounters this morning. We are at Ocoee Riverside Farm. Come join us. Come see Flash. Come stay with us. Our motto here is stay here, play here. We like to give opportunities and experiences to everybody, to lodging and non-lodging. So feel free to come out and see us. Look us up on our website. All right, I'm going to go let them know that there's going to be 2 more joining them. Oh, there you guys are. How's that?
Hey guys, we're getting ready to do another experience with Flash, so we're going to feed him. It's going to be really awesome. So I won't be able to respond to as many questions verbally. I'll try to type whatever answer that I can. If you have any questions, you can always go to our website, OcoeeRiversideFarm.com, and we also have tons of videos on our YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you know, all that stuff. Is he always mellow? Yes, he does not get in a hurry. I feel like if a lot of people took a driving course from a sloth, they wouldn't have road rage. So maybe that's something that we should start here. Driving courses by Flash, how not to get angry. Hey Katie, if you want to contribute to the farm, we definitely welcome people to come here and stay. You can also do gifts and stuff like that on TikTok. Here we go, guys.
Alright, so we're going to scooch on in here.
Anderson.
You're curious, aren't you, Anderson?
I was looking at the page.
Yeah, so this is Flash. Flash is 5 years old. Look at there.
I can see it.
He's about the size of you.
Right.
So Flash is a 2-toed sloth. You can see that by his front 2 toes. He's trying to get as far to the edge as he can to reach out for food. So in the mornings, we give him fresh vegetables. He eats green beans, squash, zucchini, and sweet potatoes typically in the mornings. We do offer bananas. Apples we give in the evenings for his, I say he's reaching for it. Yeah. So when you go to Pet Flash, you're more than welcome to pet him. Just it's a gentle, here, I'll give you a bite. There you go. It's a gentle rub along his back. Try not to hold his hands. That's a very sensitive spot, but sometimes he may try to reach your hand thinking you're going to give him food. Be patient, buddy. So when you feed him, you just start it and he does the rest of the work for you. But you can pet him like this. It's just gentle touches. Remember, we don't want to touch him in the nose or in the face because that's not fun. You know, we never like when Grandma walks up and goes to our noses, do we? Yeah, so we can share. We're going to give him all this food. He'll eat every bit of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I got more set food.
And yeah, we can do any pictures or anything. There you go. So as he's eating, you see those 4 big sharp teeth right there. So those are what he eats with, and his teeth rub against each other every time he opens and closes his mouth to sharpen his teeth so that they stay nice and sharp like that. Yeah, zucchini. Not our typical breakfast, huh? Something that he does eat for breakfast that he likes is boiled eggs. So it's interesting that a sloth likes boiled eggs, but he does.
Oh, fishing line.
Yeah, we do have some fish. So as you can see, he's hanging like that, and he can stay like that. He is 3 times stronger than the average male. Hey, buddy, you're coming out just hanging.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So he can actually hang with just 1 foot. See how he didn't move? 1 leg never moved. He's always going to hang on for security. Yeah, doesn't he? Yeah. His hair is a little bit more coarse than Zoe's. Zoe's still kind of soft and fuzzy.
I thought I could
be able to. He might be able to stretch on down there.
I'll let him grab one of his claws.
Look at that.
Right, we don't want
We
to
gotta act-
startle him.
we gotta act like a
And so you can see his nails, and they go all the way into his bone right there. That's why he has the strength. He can hang on the little ledge of that door.
Look.
I see that. That's yellow squash.
There it is.
You gonna put it in his hand? He might be able to. You may have to start it in his mouth, and then he'll take over. There you go.
Oh.
I'll take that one from
Don't
you.
get that one.
Oh, look at you. That was sweet of you, sweetie. But we have more.
Oh.
That was sweet, but we have more. So start it off in his mouth, and then he'll take over. There you go.
Okay.
Good job. So as you can see, his pupils in his eyes are teeny tiny because they don't see well at all. They're missing the C cell in their eyes. So you know how we can see from this distance? He can't until you're right up here in his face. And when something gets that close to him, it's too far gone. He doesn't have time to react. There you go. Green beans are his absolute favorite, we discovered. So instead, he uses his sense of smell and his hearing. So they're always on guard. They're on high alert as far as noise goes. So that's why he's super sensitive to the sound. If anything scares or startles them, obviously their first reaction is to go as high up as they can get to get away.
Watch it go in his mouth.
So in his enclosure, he has the ability to go all the way up to the top of the barn.
Okay.
So his enclosure actually goes up through the camel condo above us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're up there. So did you see him last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
So
I came
night
in.
time's when he's active.
I saw him sleep in his barn hammock.
Yes, he does like to sleep in the hammock. That's his favorite place to be. So they sleep 85% of the day. His metabolism is so slow that it takes 30 days to digest one leaf of spinach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he has to stay warm in order for his metabolism to work. If his if he ever gets too cold, which we would hope wouldn't happen here, then his metabolism shuts down. And as slow as it is and as little as it works, if that shuts down, then that's what could kill a sloth. He has the ability to hang like that and nothing is moving. His organs don't move no matter which direction he goes because he's equipped with these sticky pads that keep his lungs still and all of his organs. And he has 21 sets of ribs.
Oh my goodness.
He's got 42 ribs going on in there.
Wow.
Okay, now let his other skin some. You can have a turn. I'm gonna check out the fishy.
And he has extra vertebrae in his neck to give him the ability to spin and twist to change direction completely with his body. He is super clean in the wild. They're not typically this pretty. We don't bathe them. I don't groom them. He's not very tolerant of that. But in the wild, their hair is actually designed so the ecosystems can live on them because they don't move.
Oh my gosh.
And they stay still for so long.
It's so cute.
So he'll get algae. They're typically green in the wild. He'll get algae and some moths and other bugs that like to live on them. And they hang out in the tops of the trees. Now, it has happened occasionally that they can fall. So they can fall up to 100 foot and be perfectly fine. But then they gotta work their way back up again to rehome themselves. They are very routine animals because they can't see well. They don't like change. They don't like to be on the bottom floor because then they got all the obstacles. And that's where most of the predators are. But if they did get down, they can crawl across the ground just fine. But they are better swimmers than they are crawlers. They can hold their breath for a really long time underwater. And then they'll swim. They don't like to leisurely swim. They're not like a bear. You're gonna hang out and play in the water. But if they had to get in water, they could. All four limbs move when they swim, so they're faster that way. They strategically find what they call their restroom, which is on the floor, obviously, but they're known as latrine animals, which means they go to the same tree, same spot every time. They use the bathroom, but because they are so slow moving and the need of digesting, they only use the bathroom 7 to 10 days. So within Zoe, it's easier to keep track of that. We can watch her go from normal and then she just slowly blows up. Like we can watch her little belly blow up on us. And then after she uses the restroom, it's about a 3-pound difference. Wow. You want some more? Would you like some more? He's just a swinging up there. Good job.
Well, don't let him chew that bite up.
We do give him fruits, typically in the evenings, apples for sure because of the fiber and the moisture. They're not big water drinkers. They can drink water, but they're not gonna go out and then like go to the watering hole with all the other animals. They get all of their nutrients and moisture from their fruits and vegetables. Would you like to eat zucchini for breakfast?
Yeah.
Really?
You probably would.
Hey, well, good for you, sweet boy. That's awesome.
And he's 5.
Yeah, we acquired him when he was 3, so he wasn't used to being handled. So that's why we taught him to at least be fed, and we can pet and touch on him, but we respect his needs. So we wouldn't dare try to get him as far as hugging him or holding him to move him because he automatically goes into defense because it's just not familiar with him. As opposed to with little Zoe, we started out as
Oh my gosh.
baby,
She's so
you know,
cuddly.
yeah. So she's gonna hug you for the rest of her life. And it's just not worth, now, if he was younger and we started that, then it would be different, but he was older when we got him. But he does enjoy getting, he is
Where
hungry,
did
yes.
he come from?
We had gotten him actually up in Middle Tennessee, towards Middle Tennessee in Cookeville. We went to a farm sale to get the petting farm animals, sheep, goat, you know, stuff like that. And at the end of that farm sale, they have exotic animal sales that we weren't aware of. And so there was anybody from all over the United States can bring their animals licensed to be able to sell animals. And of course you have to make sure your state is licensed, you're able to have those animals. And so there was a guy that sells sloths, and that's where we got Flash from.
Pretty sure Georgia doesn't let you have them.
Georgia doesn't have a lot of, like that, you can't have a hedgehog.
Anything.
Georgia's really strict about theirs. They even have, like they were selling raccoons at this sale, and TWRA is there to sign off on anybody that needs a license for state transfers. You know, because if you bought it here, in order for me to take a sloth to Florida, you know, you gotta have permission. You can't just pop them in your car and go anywhere you want to.
Sit them in the passenger
Yeah.
seatbelt on.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Zoe we had gotten in Florida, but Flash here we got just down the road.
Nice.
And it's really interesting at those sales because they sell just about anything. That's where one of our most recent, the zebra came from.
That was a
Oh, yeah,
volleyball.
zebra too, that's awesome.
Flash is curious.
I know.
He's very curious. He is pretty, yeah, you should come see our fish, buddy. This is full grown. He'll get a little heavier, a little more round, I'm sure, as he eats.
You got my phone.
Say, I like phones. Say, if you're holding phones, that means you can hold food.
Right, your bowl is
There's
empty.
some
I
fishes
think
on
you
the
ate all
back
your
wall.
food.
Yep, swimming around.
Yeah, you're getting 3 different feedings today, big guy.
Ready?
Research shows that they could live about 20 years as your average. There's not a whole lot of research on sloths, but the oldest sloth
There's
reported
another catfish.
lived a little over
There's
40
some
years.
gas stations. It's not- There's another one.
Whole bunch in there, huh?
Here comes.
So those fish used to be up in the condo. And we had
Look
to
at
transfer
that
it.
black
Oh, yeah.
rock on
We
the
had to swap out. So now you get to feed our reptiles up there. Y'all doing
What?
okay with that? Did y'all get the message to feed our reptiles up there?
No,
We will definitely get you into that info.
if we did,
That'd be
I
great
overlooked.
fun.
We just got here last night, but they were dying to feed it, and I told them no.
I'll give y'all some
That'd be
instructions
good.
as soon as we're done here.
I saw it in the refrigerator, but
What, you were thinking we were cracking you some.
Catfish.
I was like, well, I guess
You
they
can
just leave it
saute
in
that
here.
up if you like.
What's up, man?
But yeah, I'll give
It
you some
is.
instructions on that.
It's
Then
cool.
y'all have great
That'll
fun
make
doing
it
that.
nice.
Yes,
Be
definitely.
careful, baby, don't hit him. What kind of lizard is he?
He's an iguana. He's a baby iguana.
Oh, he's a bad, because at first I was like, is that a yellow beard?
Yeah, no, he's an iguana. He's a baby. His name's Whoopsie. Right? Whoopsie?
I think so.
I wanted to say Oopsie, but it's Whoopsie. He is a pretty
Amazing.
cool guy. It is really neat how they can maneuver, how they function. But we do try to do the most that we can, like we have a misting system in his enclosure, that way we keep the humidity right for him. It's always really warm in there. In the summertime, we have access to where we can open the outside door and he can go in and out as often as he'd like. But when it's below 75, we don't like to let him out there. And he enjoys hanging out there when it's nice and sunny, but if he hears too much traffic and stuff, then he can come back in where he feels safe. We've painted some stuff on his walls and up on the ceiling to make him feel like he's actually like out into his natural habitat.
Yeah.
They are much faster than you expect,
I
yes.
really didn't think he moved that fast.
And he eats twice a day. We will feed him typically about 10 o'clock every morning. He comes out to eat regardless if we have encounters or not, just so that we keep him in the routine of coming out. And then in the evenings, sometimes he'll come out throughout the day if he's really hungry, and he'll put his nose across that door there. We're always Windexing to let us know he's hungry. And if we're in here, we'll give him a treat in between. But then we feed again at 5:30. And then if he comes out, fine. If not, we just set his bowl in there, and he'll come down and always eats his apples first. And his monkey biscuits, which are just fiber biscuits, and then he'll go hang out and sleep for a little while. You're not going back in yet, buddy. He's
I'm
like,
ready to
"Okay."
Tired of these
He's
people.
like, I'm ready to sleep. And then he'll come back down throughout the night and eat his spinach. He only eats his spinach at nighttime. He's that picky.
Does he ever show like frustration, like he wants to go back in right now?
I've never, like, he wants to go in, but he's not gonna do anything. He'll finally be like, this ain't opening, so we'll just go on over and hang out in the corner. But that is him trying to see if he can get back in there. Which typically by 11 o'clock, he's back into his home. So he'll just find another spot to go. Yeah, he does have one more, just because we had some VIPs to be able to rotate around. So he'll do one more, and then he'll get to go hang out, and they sleep 85% of the day, so that's what he's waiting on.
Yeah, he can't wait.
Yeah,
Full belly.
Yep, he's ready to sleep.
Can't blame him for that.
And then he'll, if he makes his way, but if not, we put it in there. But y'all will notice, sometimes like he was trying to hang on that ledge, he'll hang on the ledge of that big picture window. He's really curious up there. Because I would clean the window and I'm like, how is this possible on the other side of the glass to be dirty? Because the branch ain't even close to it. And so what he does is he hangs on that little bitty ledge up there. And he looks like a little starfish up there.
Aw.
And he's curious about his guest. Aren't you, buddy? Say, I'm social at nighttime.
How often do you do the lives?
Daily. Pretty much daily. Just a new life.
Thinking I gotta find that.
And a lot of times we'll rebroadcast them, and then we're starting a subscription also, so that way anybody that's part of that will do like interactive for you guys. Because a lot of times when we're filming this, I can't respond to the 500 questions.
Yeah, I'm sure you get a ton, yeah.
And we have a camera in Flash's area, the kangaroos, the llamas, and then one that spins outside, so it alternates through all those.
Okay. Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, and with the subscription one, like he said, you actually get he can answer questions, we can talk about it, we don't like to spend our time answering all of these guys that are watching. We appreciate they're watching, but, we're trying to teach you guys. So, it's really cool. Yeah, it's something new we've done. It's worked really well. But in regards to that, we do like to get our Google reviews. So, reach out, tell you people, tell everybody you know we like it. Send them our way and show them all kinds of experiences.
Can we take our picture beside him? Or will that bother
Absolutely.
him?
No, it won't bother them at all. I'll even get a green bean to get them to come down closer.
How did you guys find out about us, by the way?
I just looked up sloth encounters because
Yeah.
I love sloths,
Uh-huh.
and you were the closest.
Come here,
Cool.
Anderson.
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna
just-
get our picture beside him.
I'm always looking because I love these guys.
Me too.
You
Yeah.
too.
You too.
Okay, look at her, she's gonna make a picture.
Alright,
We should do ours like that.
Yeah,
ready?
definitely.
Hey, your arms in the way, Flash. Your arms in the way, Flash.
Don't touch me.
You might think you're green bean. I am.
Awesome. I'll take a couple of
Can
them.
we do ours?
Here you go. You can give him a green bean.
Yeah, absolutely. Can we go on each side or
Yeah,
not?
absolutely. Yeah, you can go on either side of him. He'll stay down. He'll be curious.
Your fingers.
That's just funny. Awesome. Oh, you gonna give kisses, buddy? You gonna give some kisses? Oh, you gonna give kisses? Is that interesting? Is that really cool?
That's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
now
so
you can
funny.
go back and brag about getting to see a live sloth.
You got to pet him and feed
Yeah,
him. That
very
is
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, we do, with a lot of our experiences around here, we take a lot of pride in the fact that you get to actually encounter. We try to make sure that all of our animals are people friendly, with enough respect for the animal and for the people.
Yeah.
That way it's an up close encounter. It's a really cool experience. It's our motto. We like people to vacation, but you can stay here and play here. You know, not everybody likes to come and then have to try. I know I don't like to. If I get somewhere, I don't want to have to go out.
Oh, yeah.
Whether I need something or not, just especially like camping. Sorry, I'm through with the out, but so it's kind of nice that we have all these different experiences that you guys can enjoy, as well as non-lodging. Your nose is running, big guy.
I was gonna say he's got a cold.
I see it. I see your nose running. It's just from chewing all that food upside down. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. You're doing good. You're such a good boy.
You want to pet him again?
Yeah, you're doing really good.
I want to see the reptile.
You want to see the reptile? I'm going to give you some instructions on that. You can go up there and feed those reptiles.
They'll be ready for breakfast.
Mom, look, there's maybe reptile catfish in there. Some catfish in there. Here.
Good job.
Hey, listen, I'm enjoying seeing Flash for a minute.
Just go look at.
You don't touch us.
Did you see all the fish that you have up in the condo, bud?
Oh, yeah. They are thrilled with that hallway.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, he's pretty curious. He loves it.
Gotta move it so we don't knock his phone.
There you go.
There you go.
What's that yellow one?
Oh, yeah.
I never fed baby fish.
They're so cool.
Have you fed
So
baby fish?
you guys are useless. You're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
The
like,
food
I'm just
stopped,
over
I'm done.
here. I know I'm
I want to
cute.
feed these.
You're a
Then
good
they've
boy.
already had breakfast.
Can I look in there?
Absolutely. You can scope it out.
I will laugh when he jumps on his
Yeah.
back. He's jumping. Watch out, he's coming down.
You're good.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, do it again.
Oh.
He's like, are you a Sloth?
Yeah. That's a cool house.
Yeah, we went out and tried to make sure we had enough trees, enough branches, enough things with Y's in them because they want to lay just like he is. So this part of his back stays in the Y of a
Oh,
tree.
does it? Okay.
And he's always hanging on with at least one limb. He can ball up to where his head is between his legs and just lay there the whole time. But he's gonna hang on with at least one hand. Even in his hammock, he likes to hang on. Are you relaxing, buddy?
How long did a Sloth live for?
It can vary. 20 years typically, but the max that is recorded is about 43, a little over 40 years.
Holy cow. Because they're so chill.
It is. They're most vulnerable when
No
they're down.
anxiety.
So in the wild, it's hard to research them. They are very isolated animals. They don't need a community around them. They don't care if there's a community, but they don't need it. The only time they're ever encountering another sloth would be for mating reasons, and that's it. And then, of course, Mama has baby for a little while, but Mom even gives birth upside down.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
hanging, the baby's born, and then the baby's only nursed for max about 2 weeks, and then they're on foliage. They eat leaves and greens and fruits. Hibiscus is their favorite, like a treat, so they really enjoy that, but they'll eat other stuff too, different flowers and leaves and stuff in the treetops. You did right, buddy. So they're really cautious animals. It's a good thing they don't move a whole lot because it's just very dangerous for them, metabolism wise, and then predator wise. You know, when they come down to use the bathroom is typically when sloths are in danger. Is it hard to stay in one spot for so long?
Yeah.
You're doing a good job.
I'm about maxed.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is so ready to be asleep.
So
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah, so I'm ready to sleep.
Small pupils are.
Yeah, their most sensitive spot on them is the palms of his hands, so they really don't like their hands messed with.
Oh, look, waterfall.
And then his hearing, he has little bitty ears, but they work wonders. He is super, super good at hearing and smelling. I know, I'll put your hair back. I'll put your hair back. Yeah, because their vision is so poor. You're a good guy.
So many people never see a sloth. But that one actually one.
And you didn't have to travel too far. Although it'd still be kind of cool to go to the wild and
Right.
see one up in the treetops.
I teach preschool, and one of my preschoolers went to South Carolina with his mom's family, and he just saw one just wandering.
Oh,
Must have been
wow.
going potty because it was out of the trees.
Yeah.
And yeah, he took a picture for me. So
That's cool. That's really cool. If they're really comfortable with their surroundings, if it's like a reserve or something like that, you'll see them more active and actually like on the ground moving. Because I mean, there are pictures where they're crossing the roads, you know, kind of thing.
That's true.
But they don't, other than cars, they don't really have to worry about a whole lot when they feel comfortable like that.
Yeah, that was very cool. That was creative.
Oh, that would be really neat. But yeah, they try their best to not exert near any energy. they don't want to have to. So it wears them out. But he is much faster, climbing up the tree and stuff, and then he'll find his spot. Yeah, you see your door, don't you, buddy? If you could just only open it, right?
Let's see if I can figure this out.
And he's pretty good about in the mornings coming out. We'll open the door and just let him come out on his own. He moves so quietly that you don't hear him. And there's a reason for that. You know, if we don't hear him, then obviously other animals wouldn't hear him either. And so he's super, super quiet and stealth. Sometimes he sneaks upon us, we're not aware of it. If his door's open. But then there's other times he doesn't want to cooperate and we have to coax him out with a green bean. Yeah, we did this morning, didn't we? He kept bouncing between the low limb. He would go up and then he'd come back down. Then he'd go back up and we're like, nope, come out the door. So he did.
You done?
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah,
Well, you did a good job in here, bud.
You
Did
really
you flash
did.
by? Yes. We will go give you some
Tell
teachings on the
Flash bye.
reptiles.
Bye, Flash. We will see you later.
Yeah, you will.
Yep.
For sure.
So last night, you're like, where is his hand?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. He balls up in
Buried.
such a, yeah, he likes to ball up, that's for sure.
He's
I
hiding from
think,
you.
to me, he's like an accordion because he's got so many vertebrae in his rib cage that he just folds up.
They must be super tight. Wait, I mean,
They
it's
are
not
very
that
tight. He's not long enough
you
for
know?
us to think about ours having 21 sets of ribs, obviously. They are super close. Super, super close. And then he has the extra vertebrae where he can do 270-degree head turn. And so like his feet are that direction and he can stretch down and completely spin just this half of his body around.
Oh, wow.
And never move his feet. And he's gotten lighter and lighter in color as he's gotten older. It'll be interesting to see if it starts to turn a little bit gray.
Yeah.
Right now he looks like he's had a balayage blonde highlight done.
That's
you
right.
know?
Pay a lot of money.
I am a cosmetologist, but I could jokingly say I gave Flash his highlights. Do some animal cosmetology in here. I do most of the animals' nails, so
Do you really?
yeah, we don't do his.
I was about to say, do those have to be clipped?
They do not. If they're little bitty like Zoe, they can be really pointy, so we can file them with an emery board. He's not going to tolerate that, but just moving around on the limbs keeps them filed down.
Oh,
Just like with his teeth, we never have to do anything with his teeth because they just naturally will sharpen themselves. He doesn't have plaque or tartar buildup on them. That's just stained from time. But his teeth stay super sharp because they just rub up against each other every time he chews. Yeah, I gotta give you your instructions, buddy. Are you ready to go on out? You are more than welcome to step on out, and I'll be right out there with you guys. So you guys were up in Blue Ridge. Was that just a little mini vacay or just traveling through?
Have a cabin there.
Oh,
So
that's
it's almost every weekend there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I have some friends I'm dog sitting for that went up to Blue Ridge.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
it's
for the
pretty, but
weekend.
not as pretty as once you hit Tennessee.
Oh yeah, I would agree. This the river road coming down 64 is beautiful.
Really nice, yeah,
It was
nice road.
gorgeous.
And only an hour, easy.
Yes, and it's a really cool drive. And, well, we have a lot of truckers. Yeah, it's a little
Windy roads with those
windy.
big old trucks, but.
Yeah, the truckers are having to do that now with that North Carolina incident, but hopefully that'll be short.
Oh, is that why?
The road is 40 was washed out, and so they have to come 64 and then go up 75 to get.
Okay.
They're not happy with that.
They are not happy with it. Highway 30 tends to get taken, and it's windier. It reaches from one river to the next. It cuts across that mountain, and the trucks can't hit them curves, but they try. And then that's why there's that cop car just sitting right there on the side of the road.
Yeah.
That's to try to get trucks to quit going that way,
Okay,
because it's harder that route than it is the 64.
okay.
So yeah. But once they're able to get North Carolina straighten out a little bit more and get that 40 fixed up and stuff, we won't have as much
How bad that was.
traffic. Now
Yeah.
summertime, that road's just busy with
That's what.
kayakers, rafters, you name it.
Yeah, we wondered about that.
Yes. It's very busy. It's really a beautiful spot though to be between two rivers. The
Yeah.
Hiwassee and the Ocoee, both great. The Hiwassee don't have the rapids like the Ocoee does,
Yeah.
but they're both really cool. But yeah, I like to just take drives. Have y'all ever been up on Chilhowie Mountain?
Mm-mm.
So on your way back, it's called Chilhowie Recreation Center. It'll be to your left.
Okay.
And you can go up, there's all kinds of lookouts that look over the lake and stuff, and then there's a gazebo at the top of it.
Okay.
That it's really cool up there if y'all wanna go up there and then come back down and just take a left back out and go on up back towards the Blue Ridge if
Yeah,
that's where you're
that's
heading.
yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool. The lookout, the overlooks are really, really cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thanks for letting us come see
Oh,
those.
absolutely, we're glad you guys did come see us.
That was incredible.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed her. She is a sweet thing.
She really is. He is too.
He
Yeah.
is. Flash is a good guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
Flash has
Just
been
chill.
here. He's really neat.
He's just not cuddler.
Yeah. Hey, and we're all like that. There are some people that are okay with hugs and others aren't.
I could have held her all day long.
Yeah.
And you can. She would have hung on.
Yeah.
You could do your housework, what have you. She would have
Yeah,
just
she's
hung on.
so sweet.
She loves to be held.
yeah.
He's just blocking us out completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Good
Sure.
job, bud.
You are.
All right, well,
Well,
thank
thanks
you.
again.
on out.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank
Very
you.
welcome.
You see Miss Mia or Chinchilla down there?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is
All right. So that was the experiences. Can't remember if we have one more or not, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We are located in Benton, Tennessee. We're a 30-acre farm. We are licensed by the USDA. That's the reason that we have a sloth. We have over 125 animals.